Hey, if Gerald Celente wasn't right so many times, he'd be dismissed as another doom and gloom crackpot. But he has been right, and he has predicted correctly many, many times. Well, now he's looking ahead to 4 years of President Obama, get used to saying that, and at least 2 years of solid Democratic control on Capitol Hill. Now, here's a quick synopsis. He says that by 2012, America will become the first undeveloped nation of the world. There will be another tax revolution, Gerald says, in America, marked by food riots, squatter rebellions, tax revolts, and job marches. And on a less political note, Celente says that the holidays will be a toned-down affair. Getting food, not gifts, will be the priority. Gerald Celente joins me now for some Diamond Dialogue. He's CEO of Trends Research Institute. Good to see you again, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we picked the big three trends to focus on because you have many, but let's focus on the most immediate this holiday season. I know in our family we're already saying we're doing Secret Santa. You get one person that you pick, you get one gift for the adults. A lot of people are cutting back for Christmas.
Well, you know, we're going to see a whole change of the Christmas spirit. No more of this obligatory gift buying. So in one way, people are going to get back to maybe the holy meaning of the holiday. That would be a shock, wouldn't it? So we're going to see gifts that are handmade, handcrafted. The local communities are going to do very well, the ones that hold those winter festivals. Less people going to the mall, more local shopping, and more of the gift-giving of maybe making things, you know, exchanging foods like...
baking cookies.
Exactly.
And so forth. That's going to really hurt retailers, which we're all expecting this Christmas.
We're going to see the beginning of the end of a retail Christmas. You know, I mean, they just invented this thing maybe 100 years ago, you know. It wasn't always like this. So we're going to see a fundamental shift take place where people are no longer going to be doing the Christmas shopping they used to do.
Gerald, come on. They're going to come out with a new iPod and a multicolor, fantastic thing, a new Xbox something.
Putting food on the table is going to be more important than putting gifts under the Christmas tree. We're going to go into the worst depression since worse than the Great Depression.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about that then. You say by 2012, America, you know, we are usually called the developed nation. We're going to be now the undeveloped nation?
Yeah, you know Obama's slogan, yes we can. We're saying no we can't. It's not going to happen. His plans as candidate Obama are no different than President-elect Obama. So there's not going to be any magic bullet here. There is no solving the crisis with swift resolve. So we're going to see a continuing decline. Americans are going to be taking a hit like they've never seen before. All these people that have their McMansions, we have, what, $14 trillion worth of consumer debt?
Right.
And people are losing their jobs every day. America's going to really go through a transition, the likes of which no one's prepared for. Because you well know, people were even denying that we were in a recession just a couple of months ago.
We debated that for months.
I know.
No one could. But still, I mean, people even say, well, technically, you have to have 2 negative GDP quarters until it's technically a recession. I think that debate has been settled. So if this is what you're predicting, and folks, he's been right many, many times, so, you know, you can't just take this with a grain of salt, what he says. You have to take it seriously. What do we do today to prevent for this chaos tomorrow?
Well, the first thing is what the governments are going to do is they're going to try to squeeze more money out of the average person. We're seeing it with virtually every city, every state. They're raising taxes on the people.
Right.
They're raising school taxes, property taxes. We're going to start, the government has to cut back. When you look at where there's job growth, it's only coming from the education sector for public schools and the government. Government has to shrink. They can't keep grabbing more money.
They won't. So what do we do as individuals to prepare ourselves for this inevitable that you're saying?
Well, the first thing is you don't spend a penny more than you could afford. And if your kid is going to college and they're going to get a degree in business administration or psychology or art history, you better start changing your thoughts and send them to a community college and get them a career where there's a return on an investment. So just don't send your kid to college. Well, if you're going to be an accountant or a doctor, you know, something in that healthcare field. Healthcare is always going to be a growth area, particularly in a nation of an aging population and a not so healthy one either.
Okay, Gerald Celente with the CEO.